All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. Let's get you on my desktop. Let's get the mic on. Nothing exciting today. Let's shrink that back a little bit. Let's shrink that back a bit. Let's pull this down a little bit. All right, I'm going to need this one open a little bit more. About there. Alright, round brush. Let's go to forest ground. Let me take my speed back up a little bit. Yeah, nothing exciting today. I wanted to get some of the map border work done. Because I was working on palettes and XMLs and factories and all that yesterday, and my head is still ready to explode from all that mess. So I thought I would work on the map border here a little bit. Alright, so we're going to pretty much bounce back and forth between the texture tool, the landscaping tool, paint tool, and get some of this. It's got to get done sooner or later. Alright, let's give. Come on. There we go. Quick smooth. Right, let's change back to rock dark for a minute. And then we could probably push our forest floor back and out and around. Actually, I want to take this back a little bit. I do. Let's go to replace. Let's push this back a little bit. I don't need quite that much mountain right there. And we'll just give it a quick smooth. Alright, that's much better. And let's change that back to subtract before I forget. Back to forest ground. And then we'll pull. Where's my transform group? Right there. Pull another section of trees over. And then we'll get them spun in place. Looks like I missed some mountain color. So let's get that filled in. And then back. So yeah, nothing exciting today. It's going to be Jaren 4780. Good morning. Yeah, nothing exciting today. I'm just working on the map border. Let's see how far we get. It's a 16x map, so it's going to take a while to get the border done. So I usually do this at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning when I can't sleep, but I didn't want to work on anything with XML work today. Alright, so let's go back to grass a second. Let's get this mountain texture off the ground. So yeah, usually this is my usually at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I can't sleep work. But I want to get the border, the map border, off of the to-do list. And took me about an hour to terraform the mountains on this side. So this is only the first of 4 borders, and this took me about an hour to terraform the mountains along this side. So it'll probably be another like full day just to get the map border done. It's one of those excruciating, painful chores that just has to get done. Any name ideas for this map yet? I may just go with Richie Homestead, because it is going to be a homestead style map where you pretty much have to create all your own. There's not going to be a home farm. There's not going to be any animal pens built into the map. Alright, so I don't have that underpainted quite far enough yet. So basically the map's going to have the vehicle shop, the animal dealer, the BGA, couple sell points, mining, and that's about it. It's going to be bare bones. Couple of fields, maybe 3 fields, and then everything else is going to be create your own. So the map has to have 1 field in order for the game to load. So a minimum of 1 field. That's what I was thinking prior. Yeah, it's probably just going to rename it Richie Homestead. And then after that map's done and released, then I'm going to take the same base and then we'll add more roads to it, and I'll do an outer mountain and an inner mountain. Well, it already has the inner mountain, but I'll add an outer mountain, and we'll do like lakes and streams and ponds, and we'll turn it into a fully functioning map with complete fields after the homestead map is done, because that'll be half the battle. Alright. Continue down. Alright, gotta fix the mountain there a little bit. Alright, let me undo that. Alright, let me just fix this mountain here a little bit. Let's pull that out a little bit further. So when I put these mountains in, I just pretty much just rough them in. And then I'll tweak them a little bit as I put the border in. Alright, so let's go to, turn that off, dark rock. Yeah, I'll get my border a little bit more straight. Forest ground. Alright. Pull another bunch of trees down. Once we hit the tunnel down here, we'll be halfway across this side of the map. Or this one edge, I should say. But hope everyone's having a good weekend. Let's turn that back a little bit, right about there. Alright, we're getting there. Let me do a little bit of terraforming here. Alright, and then back to dark rock. I am just ordered a new gaming PC. Awesome. New gaming PCs are always fun. I'm completely computer illiterate, so you could tell me what it contains and I would be completely clueless. My son does all of my tech work. I am completely technology handicapped. If it was up to me, I'd still have an old flip phone. My kids make fun of me. I'm using literally using like a $30 Walmart phone. Let's push that back a little bit. And then spin it out a little bit. Alright, we're going to pull this out a little bit further. And let's just throw some more forest color under there. Same here, don't know too much about them. As long as it has good graphics card to run FS22, that's all you care about. Yeah, I am completely technology handicapped. Alright, so let's do this. Let's go back to 88, replace. I'm going to flatten this back a little bit, like right through here. Alright, it is. So I could probably take, yeah, so let's repaint this. Let's go back to grass a minute. Let's push this back so it's nice and flat along the mountain. Get us a clean slate to work with. And we'll change it back to forest ground. And that's going to get us up to the tunnel. So let me underpaint the road a little bit, which I haven't done yet. That's another chore I need to do. So let's go to gravel. Let's go to square. Because I usually underpaint the entire road, just when you make the PDA, it's a lot easier. You know where the road is. So that'll be another probably off-camera project. And let's get some gravel instead of mountain inside of this tunnel. Oh, too far. That should work. That should work. Then we can go back to forest. Let's go back to round. Back to forest ground. And that's going to get us up to this side of the tunnel. So about halfway across this border, or the one edge, I should say. Oh, a little bit wider. Yeah, the house is quiet, so I thought I'd jump on for a few minutes. I don't know how long I'm going to stream today. But I figure since the house was quiet, I'd jump on for a little bit. Grab our trees. Probably have to, oh no, I just got to angle it back. Alright, we should be good there. And I'll grab a little bit more texture. Alright. Angle this one out. Oh, nice. I couldn't have planned that any better if I wanted to with spacing. Takes us right up to the tunnel. Now I may have to put a smaller tree in there to fill the gap. Put this down here. Let me push this back. Alright, let me move this out a little bit further. And then we'll fill that little gap in. Yeah, I don't know if the patch actually made the graphics any better. I know there's been a lot of, I've seen a lot of complaints about FPS drop, even worse, since the patch. So let's take this last transform group. Let's take this tree. Let's pull duplicate that. Let's put one about there. Take this one and slide it down a little bit. Alright, that should fill that gap in. Alright. Yeah, this map here, we'll put some, we'll get a lake in and a couple of streams as well. I just want to get the majority of I want to get the major components in first, and then we'll do a little bit more landscaping. See what my phone is blinging at. Dixie Angel, I can answer her in here in a minute or a couple minutes. Alright, let's pull this down. And about there. Let me go a little bit further. Alright, so now we're up on the mountain. Let me back that out. We up on the mountain? We are up on the mountain. Alright, let me back that one out as well. Alright, let's fix this mountain here a little bit. So I need dark rock. Yeah, let me pull that out a little bit further. And then am I still on dark rock? I am. Now I can go back to forest floor. And back along here. Slide this down. Alright, let me do a quick save. I haven't saved in a while. It gives me a chance to grab a sip of coffee. Alright. Yeah, this is definitely like the most boring part of the entire map build. Arlarn, hello, Dixieland. Guess you pried. Yeah, I finally pried my butt out of bed. The house is quiet, so I figured I'd jump on here for a little bit. I'm not going to stream long today. I am like super tired, and my head is still exploding from that complete disaster on building the cement factory yesterday. I had to rebuild those pallets about 10 times to get the errors out of the factory yesterday. So that factory literally took me 12 hours to build yesterday. So I didn't want to do any XML work today, so I thought I'd come in and mess around with the map border a bit. I almost gave up on that factory yesterday. Cement factory passed testing. Yeah, that damn thing should have passed testing because I spent 12 hours on the freaking thing yesterday. Alright, we're getting there. I see the end in sight. Well, the first border, anyway. Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna stream long today. I just want to sit back and play a little bit of Vintage Story off camera. It's one of my new favorite games. I've been playing the crap out of it. I've been having so much fun making the YouTube series on it that I started a second map just so I could do some personal playtime on it, and I'm saving my first map just for the YouTube series. And I'm probably going to bump that up to like 2 days, maybe 3 days a week on the YouTube series. If it had not passed, I guess old man would say screw. Yeah, almost. That thing was a nightmare yesterday. Only because the custom pallets wasn't the factory. Factory was fine. Those damn pallets gave me a fit all day. All right. So yeah, I'm going to have to figure out what we're going to build next Friday. Probably, we'll probably do Dixie's Pie Factory next week. So I'll have to go with Dixie and make some notes and figure out what kind of pies we're going to build and start working on pallets. Uh, guess no more pallets. Yeah, we got to build pallets for the pie factory. So unfortunately, every single factory going forward now we have to make new pallets for. Alright. It looks like I got a little bit of mountain work to do here. So let's take this back to grass for a minute. And yeah, we got. Let me. So like I said, I roughed the mountains in, and tweak them as we go. So let's go to. Let's get this back in. And let me pull this back out a little bit. I'm going to have a little bit of a jog here. Alright, so let's go back to replace. Okay, now let me flatten this out a little bit. So it's relatively straight. That's better. And we'll go back to our forest ground. And we'll blend that back in. So yeah, next Friday we'll probably build the pie factory. How many kinds of pies would y'all like to make? There you go. How many kinds of pies do we want the factory to make? Just so I know what pallets to build. Now let me let's go back to grass a minute. Let's just pull some of this back. Oh, too far. Alright. Oh, let me go back to forest ground. Dixie doesn't look like they want many pies. Four to five. Yeah, you don't want the factory making too many. But now that we have the automatic sell feature for 22, you're not hauling pies to the sell point all day. And this is where my hands start going numb, where I do a lot of texture painting. Alright. Alright, getting there. Almost one side done. I guess we can get one more row of trees in. I don't want to go. I don't want to start down this side till we get the mountain edge put in. But I guess we can round the corner here a little bit. I don't want to go any further than that. Until we get the mountains roughed in. It actually works out pretty well. It's about where I wanted to end. Alright, let's do a quick, let's do a save. Let's go in the map and see what that looks like before we do the other three sides. Alright, let's jump in here. Yeah, my computer's running like super slow today, and I have no idea why. I probably have some kind of a pending update of something. I guess they don't want pie. How about a house of pancakes instead? Now, I know no one's broke Giant's coding yet where we can deliver, we can make a slaughterhouse because we still can't get the triggers to work in the slaughterhouse. You can't deliver animals to it. Alright, I gotta change the map start point. I'm sort of out here in the middle of nowhere. But let's just grab a truck. What color do we feel like today? Let's go with green. See what this border looks like. Train. We know the train's working. We got the train working. We got the signals working. I don't have the train fixed yet. It only has 3 cars on it. And I have more train crossings to add. So I don't have all the train crossings in yet. That's why all the splines are still visible. We'll see if the map collision, end of the map collision's working. Or if I'm going to have to adjust it. Nope, end of the map collision's working. I could make that tunnel entrance a lot smaller. We can definitely shorten that tunnel up a little bit. How we looking? Needs a little bit of foliage under the trees. Yeah, I can live with that. Alright, let's get some more border work done. Alright, so here's where it becomes a royal pain, is getting the rest of the mountains in. This is the part I absolutely hate. Is roughing these mountains in. Getting the height where you want it can get a little tricky sometimes. Is my strength all the way up? It is. And this border has to get adjusted a little bit. The one that's sticking up in the air. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of terraforming. But we'll get a better view of what it looks like once we paint the mountain texture in. And then sometimes they end up being like way too short and I got to go back over the whole thing again. But since it's the map border, I try not to spend too much time on it. So my daughter officially moved out of Texas yesterday. She put everything in storage at her mom's house in Virginia. And she's moving to Canada. So she has to be at the border on the 1st at immigrations. So she got a job offer up there she couldn't refuse. And now she's all excited. Oh, we're at the corner already. So that didn't take too long to rough in some mountains. We'll see if they're tall enough once we start putting the trees in. Alright, so let's grab. Alright, so let's go to Mountain Rock, Dark. Alright, let's work our way back to that corner. It'd be nice if I could finish this entire map border this weekend. This way we can go back and finish what we were working on Center Mountain. So we have the BGA started, but we never finished it. And we don't have any sell points in the map yet. So all the railroad silos have to get done. We need to get the mining in the map. Alright, roughed in. We'll tweak it as we go. I'll probably end up like pushing some of it back and flattening it out, but it's roughed in for now. I want to fix that border here in a second, but I want to pull this road. Oh, excuse me, I want to pull this road back and get the tunnel in. So let's grab a couple more sections of road. And then let's grab, oh, I need the tunnel. Let's grab the tunnel. I'll duplicate it. We'll drag it down here. Alright, so let's flip it this way. I'll pull this out a little bit further. Minus 90. And I'm gonna, alright, looks like this mountain's a little bit, alright, let's fix this mountain here a little bit. Let's go to replace, and let's just flatten this out here a little bit. And then we'll just smooth this back. Push this tunnel back a little bit further. And then let me just grab my grass texture real quick. push this back a little bit further. Alright, now I can go. Now I can tweak this a little bit better. Alright, now we need to go to my square brush and push this back a little bit. Click off of that so it's not highlighted. Now we got to tweak the mountain a little bit. And come back down here. Oh, let me go to square. That's about all I'm going to be able to do with that border. Alright, now this thing. Alright, you are part of that one that goes around. Okay, so I adjusted the other side, now it's too high on this side. So let's tilt it down a hair, and I'm probably going to have to pull the whole thing down a little bit. Let's see if that messed the other side up now. Now it's still now it's a little bit too low. Let's see what it looks like on this side now. That should be good once we get the mountain in here. That should cover that. But I'll probably end up tweaking that a little bit more. Let's see if we can't tilt it back just a hair. Yeah, the mountain will hide it on that side now. Did I mess this side up? Now that seems a little bit better. We'll see what it looks like next time we go in game. Alright, so let's start working on getting this border done. So what I'm going to end up doing is pushing this back a little bit. Let's go to round. So let's push this back so it's not as bad. And then we'll smooth it out as we go. So we don't need it into the map that far. And then we're going to have to grab, let's put some grass color back first. Yeah, let me just push this back a little bit further. Wrong one. Oh, stop. Give me the texture tool. How does that look? Alright, we're getting there. Oh, stop. I don't know why when I click on the texture tool the first time it doesn't activate. Alright, so let's start with that. So let's, oh, I got a little bit of a, let me just fix that peak right there a little bit. Alright, that's a little bit better. Alright, let's get around this corner. Let's go back to forest ground. Alright, so now let's take this guy. And let's spin him. Nice big tree in the corner. That actually worked out pretty well. And I'll probably put one more smaller tree. In here. Alright, that should work. Alright, let's work our way down. So let's go back to here. I gotta take my speed down a little bit. That's better. Alright. Oh, alright, let's get a little bit of mountain texture back in here. And then, yeah, let's clean this edge up first. And then we need a little bit more terraforming over here. What do we have? We have a hole in the ground there. So let's go back to replace. fix that ridge right there. Alright, forest color. Back to forest ground. Oh, looks like I missed some mountain color. Well, that's alright, we'll just take the forest back a little bit. Oh, I don't know why my click on and click off isn't working right today. Let me do another save. I haven't saved in a while. You removed my hole for my spare cache. You have to dig your own hole. Alright, we're getting there. Actually, I do want to pull that mountain color back down a little bit. Yeah, that's much better. Back to forest ground. Then we have some textures to fix there. Does that need to come back a little bit? And then I could probably put, yeah, let's just go with a little bit more forest. And I will put bushy bits and stuff under there. Yeah, we definitely have to fix the mountain texture here. Alright, and then back to our forest. Alright, last set of trees. Alright. Oh, fire department's going somewhere. I don't know if you can hear sirens yet or not. Alright. God, we should be coming up on that tunnel soon. Alright, we've got a little bit to fix over here. Smooth that out. Then we'll grab our darker color. And now transition back to forest. The Purple Dragon 01 subscribed to Tier 1 for 7 months. Thank you very much. Good day to you, old man. Thank you very, very much. Much appreciated. Thanks for taking time out of your day, stopping in, saying hello. Alright, so let's grab another set of trees. Yeah, nothing exciting today, unfortunately. We're working on the map border. Arlarn saying hello. Continue working our way down. So that's about spot on. Alright. More forest floor. I've got a little bit of mountain fix over here. Alright, so let's go back to our flattening tool. We'll flatten this out a little bit and then smooth it back. And now let me grab my grass texture just to clean this edge up. Yeah, let's just flatten this down. Let's just fix this mountain I roughed in a little bit more. So I don't want to take too much of the map space. Even though it's a 16x map, I don't need the border that far out. Alright, so let's go back to our mountain color. Alright, that's better. And then back to our forest color. Always happy to see a new map being created. I'm enjoying the creek a great deal. Yeah, thanks. This is going to be like actually a 16x. We're very early in the build. We're probably only like about 4 or 5 days into the build. But it's going to be a 16x homestead style map where it's only going to have the vehicle shop, the animal dealer, a couple sell points, mining, no home farm. You're going to have, and then everything else is going to have 1 or 2 fields, and then everything else is going to be create your own. Still trying to figure out, the warehousing is not working properly. That's why I did not re-release them in the update. The warehouses are not distributing out properly. So I don't know if they're going to be updated until I can work on a fix. Yeah, the problem with the liquid distribution, the bulk distribution, and the pallet distribution, it's not pushing it out of the warehouse properly. So, for instance, if we have plastic going into the warehouse, and then there's 3 or 4 factories that need plastic. It's not pushing it from the, it can push it from the warehouse out to one factory without any problem. But if it has to push it from the warehouse out to multiple factories, that's where it's not quite working right. And that still needs to be tweaked a little bit. But I don't know what the fix is for it. Just avoid using them at the moment. Yeah, there's issues with the warehouse. I took them out of the last time I updated all the mod packs. I actually eliminated the warehouse, the bulk storage, and the liquid storage for now, until we can get them working the way they should be. I'll have to refresh that message on Facebook so everybody can see it. All right. More trees. And then more forest color. Back to more trees. And now we're going to have to do some more terraforming over here. All right. So let's go back to our flattening tool. Let's flatten this down a little bit. And we'll smooth that out. And we'll probably have to paint more grass. We'll have to come back and rework our textures a little bit. Let's push that back a little bit further. That's better. And let's pull this up. Let's rework this edge a little bit. That's going to be a little bit better. Let's just work our way down to the tunnel. Yeah, that looks pretty good there. All right, let's get our textures fixed. So back to our mountain color. Oh, wrong one. I don't know. We good? We should be good. Yeah, that's much better. Alright, so back to our forest ground. I did like the way you worked in 19 where you just told the factory to drop whatever you needed, but when put in the mill and left it run, it just dropped everything in. Stored it in the output. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still not a fan of the factory script for 22. I'd much rather work with the global company script. Alright, we're almost, tunnel's about halfway down this side of the map. So we're getting there. I was actually thinking, I agree, GC was definitely better polished. Definitely a fan of the global company over the whatever this crazy script is they're using. But I was actually thinking about going back to 19 for a little bit. Not like permanently, but I was actually seriously thinking about going back to the last map I made for 19. Because I didn't get to play on it too much and doing a YouTube series on it. That would be no, that would be the lake map, the hidden lake map. It was really heavy. It came out. It literally came out about a few weeks after 22 was about 2 weeks after 22 was released. My last map was finished for 19. It's heavy on fishing and heavy on mining. And it was 16x. Let's get our forest up to the tunnel. Let's get our textures fixed under the road and in the tunnel. So let me go to square and gravel. And let's underpaint the road. Which I got to do. I'll do that off camera. I got to underpaint the entire road. Mess my texture up? No, we're good. Alright, so let's bring... let's go back to forest ground. Let's bring that around to the road. Alright, we'll get a little bit on this side. Go back to round. Ritchie Valley 16x. Yeah, it was the hidden lake map. Really cool map. I just didn't get any time to play on it. Alright, let's get our trees down to the tunnel. And we'll just have to put a couple more trees in to fill the gap. And then let me just, oh, so I got some mountain to fix over here first. Let me do a quick save. So I gotta fix the mountain over here before we can continue down here. Yeah, let's jump into FS19. Actually, let's go to my mods folder switcher. And it is, crap, what map is it? It's been so long since I've been on 19. Hidden Lake, this one. I basically took my 16x islands map. I filled in all of the islands, connected them with land. Let's just go into, here, we'll go into a new, do I have any empty save games? We do. Let's go into save game 9. Hidden Lake. If you're tired of 22 and you want to go back to 19 for a bit, grab my Hidden Lake map off the Trello board. You can use all of the placeable factories on it from 19. Now it does take a little bit to load the first time because it is a 16x map. But it's heavy on fishing and heavy on mining. And this is pretty much what we're going to build the next FS22 map. Once I finish this homestead style map, we're pretty much going to turn it into something similar to this map. Great map, good for single player if you want a big map to play on. Yeah, this is definitely I definitely want to go back and do a YouTube series on this map. While that's loading, let me just make sure I got no messages from my kids. Now we're good. My phone's been quiet today. Alright, so what are we stuck on? It's been so long since I even loaded FS19. I'm not even getting the tilde key to work. It may be frozen. When 22 came out, I had to repath my my folder, the game folder, so it pointed to 22 and not 19, because when I was opening up 22 it was still pointing to 19, and I'm wondering if I'm trying to open up 19 it's actually pointing to 22. Yeah, so I'm not getting anything on my tilde key to let me know where it is in the loading screen. Where is it loading? I don't even have Notepad++ open. Yeah, I'm frozen. I can't even open up a folder. Let's close the engine down. Yeah, I'm completely frozen. Like, I can't even end task. I may have to do... I may lose my stream. I may have to hard crash my computer just to close the game down. I'm completely frozen. Oh, there we go. Now it's loading. I was completely frozen there for a second. Alright, it's going to let us in. Oh, yeah. We're going to turn... Oh, I have seasons in my mods folder only because I was testing this with seasons. So ignore the fact that we're using seasons. But we have 16x map. There's a couple of fishing spots in the map. How many fields? 57 fields. And it has a ton of stuff built into the map. I don't even remember what my speed mod is for FS19. Now it's been so long. Yeah, I have no idea what my speed mod is. But inside of Center Mountain. Oh, let's head over here for a minute. I can't remember how to turn my speed mod on for 19. But inside Center Mountain, Martin May 1, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So if we jump down here, let me get back to one of the fishing boats near Center Mountain. There's about 8 fishing boats built into the map. There's about 8 different spots for fishing. It's multiplayer friendly. Just showing off, if you're just joining us, I'm just showing off my last map I built for 19, which I really didn't get a chance to play too much on. I'm not going to spend too much time here. I want to get back to the FS22 map build, but I just need to get back to the boat that's near Center Mountain. So there's like 6 or 8 different spots for fishing. There's a couple of barges that you need to use to get in the mountains. There we go. Now we're at the fishing boat near Center Mountain. So inside Center Mountain, there's a couple of mines. And you use the barge to get your mining equipment in and out of the mountain. Sounds like I gotta let the dog out of my room. Hang on. Bear with me 1 second. I have no idea what he heard, but he thinks someone's home, but I didn't hear any cars. So inside this mountain, there's a gravel mine and a stone mine. Oh, somebody did come home, I think. All the lakes are connected, so you can drive anywhere on the water on the map. Let me close my door the rest of the way. And then let me just go back to the other barge. So if you take the barge, it takes you inside of the center mountain, which is really huge. So just throw your mining equipment on the barge, drive it into the mine. F11 for the easy dev options. Yeah, I just can't remember what my speed tool. It's a shift something, but I can't remember what it is. I'm terrible with key bindings. My short-term memory sucks. So this is a. Now we're inside of Mining Mountain, and it's pretty massive. So you got all kind of there's I think 6 different mines inside of here. So you can mine forever inside of here. And then is there a truck? And then F11, can I go into flight mode? I can. Let's go flight mode on speed multiplier. There we go. So we have a massive, I call this animal, I still call it Animal Island, because it is surrounded by water, but you have your main farm, and then all the animals. This map has the extra animals, so it has the dogs, the ducks, the donkeys, the goats. So the center of the map, well, this part of the map has all the animal pens built in. And then it has a massive meadow up here. So you can either put factories down or put more animal pens down. Plenty of room, plenty of meadows to put factories down. It has the monorail running on the map to move your workers around. Top of the mountain has another spot for fishing. So fishing on top of this mountain, fishing on top of Mining Mountain. Yeah, that found the speed mod. So there's another farm up here for multiplayer, and then another spot up here for fishing. And then it has just some massive fields. We can't even do nice waterfalls like this in 22. But the city with all the sell points, yeah, I think I'm definitely going to go back and play on this map for a little bit. BGA, built-in hen house for your ducks and your chickens, fish processing plant, and then The slaughterhouse is right here. And then the outside of the map is all fields all the way around. Just some massive, massive fields. It's a really cool map to play on. But let's get out of here. Let's go back to building a map. Alright, now that I'm not frozen anymore, let's close that, let's close that, let's jump back in here. So where were we? Working on our way down this mountain. Okay, we definitely have to do some landscaping here. This mountain looks pathetic. Alright, so terraforming here. So let's pull this, let's fix this section of mountain a little bit. That may do it. Okay, I'm on replace. Yeah, let's push this back. And then we'll smooth it. Put more of a smaller ridge in there. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit easier. And then we'll just work our way down here. We'll fix this mess right here. Get more of a smaller ridge in here. And then grass. Let's push the mountain back. That's going to give us more map space to work with by pushing this mountain back a little bit. Oop, too far. Now we can smooth it out like right here. And let's push that back a little bit. That's going to straighten up our mountain line a little bit. Yep, let's get our mountain color back on. Take that ridge out a little bit. That's going to be a little bit easier to work with. back to forest ground. Alright, so now we can fix my out. Yeah, I'm out far enough. I think I'm out far enough. Let's push this one over to here. Oh, let me get one more set in before I mess up the last two. So let's push this out. So I'm going to add a couple more trees into those last two alongside of the tunnel. So let me grab one more clean set. Just push it out there for a minute. So let's take this one. Let's grab one more of these. And we'll put it here. And then let's grab one of those. And we'll fill that in there. And then we'll take this set, let's pull it back a little bit. And then we'll take one of the shorter trees. Let's put an extra one in. And it's not where it's sticking in the tunnel. Alright, that'll work. Now I want to take, so we just take this transform group, and we got to bring it out a little bit, about there. Yep, that'll work. And now let's take, let's fix that. Alright, so let's take this one, let's pull this one back. And alright, so we're up on the mountain a little bit with our texture. Yeah, I'm up on the mountain a little bit. That's alright. We can fix it here. Alright. Alright, that should be better. Now we should be back on track. Time is about 11:30. I'm going to get out of, we get down to this edge, I'm going to get out of here for lunch. And we'll have half of the border done, so 2 of the 4 sides will be done. Once we get the map border done, we can get back into the fun stuff. Awesome stream again, old man. Wish you luck with lunch. Yeah, next time. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be back on after lunch today or not. Sorry, bear with me a sec. Oh, did I have my? I hope I had my mic muted. I had a nasty sneeze coming on, but I don't know if I'll be back on after lunch or not. I want to sit back and just take a break from the editor today and play a little bit of Vintage Story. But if I can get, this will finish up half of the map border, and then I'm hoping tomorrow we can come in and finish up the rest of the map border. Awesome. Yeah, thank you for stopping in. Much appreciated. Yeah, as soon as I get down to this corner, I'm actually going to get out of here for the day. Appreciate everybody stopping in. Hope you have the rest of your day is awesome. But yeah, I know this isn't the most fun stuff to watch in the map build. Looks like we got to fix a little bit more mountain there. Yeah, I definitely got to fix a little bit more mountain here. Alright. Let's pull this up a little bit. And then, yeah, that's going to be much better. Let's just try and pull this out even a little bit further. We'll go back to our mountain color. And then I'm going to push this back just a little bit further. So it's not out as far. And let's fix our floor. Then we'll go back to forest. Oh, and then we go, alright, so we have a little bit more of a ridge here. Let's take this ridge out. And then, yeah, that's much better. Alright. We're getting there. Alright, yeah, I'm going to have to fix a little bit of mountain through here as well. Alright, so let's push this back a little bit. And then we'll smooth out the ridge. Back to grass. Let's push the mountain back. And then we can go back to forest floor. That's much better. And then from this point back, we're going to have to fix it a little bit more again. Let me stop about there. Yeah, we're going to have to fix this a little bit. Alright, so let's do this. Let's flatten this back out. And we'll smooth out the ridge. And we'll push the grass back. Not bad, not bad. Alright, let's get back to forest floor. I probably should hang on. Let me fix that texture first. Let's go back to our mountain color. Let's pull this mountain down where it needs to be. The forest is ending up on the mountain a little bit. That's better. Forest ground. Alright. And then more trees. Yeah. All right, now we got to. All right, so now we have more ridges to fix. All right, so let's go back to our flattening tool. And we'll straighten that. We're almost down to the corner. Yeah, let's push. So that looks good to that point. Let's go back to grass, push this back a little bit. And that'll get us close to the corner, and that'll be half of the border done. That looks better. So come back here. Forest ground. Not that big, old man. I think we're getting a little bit far. Yeah, let's push that back a little bit. Let me pull that mountain color back out a little bit. There we go. Back to forest ground. Pull that out. Oh, back to my mountain color. Forest color. Get ourselves down to this corner. I don't want to go down too far this way until we rough the mountain in. So I'll probably just end it about here for now. And then we'll continue our way down that way tomorrow. All right, let's pull this let's fix this corner a little bit. Let's pull that up a little bit further. It's going to be a little bit better. And yeah, that's much better. Forest ground. I don't need that much forest ground. Yeah, that's going to get us around this corner. All right. But I'm going to leave it. Let's do a save. I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to throw you all on ending soon. Appreciate everybody stopping in today. I'm not going to come back on today. I'm going to sit back and just play for a little bit today. I've been playing the crap out of Vintage Story. So I have two different maps going. I have my YouTube series map going, and then I have a personal save map going. So I'm going to sit back and play a little bit. I appreciate everybody stopping in. Have an awesome day. And we have 2 of the 4 sides done on the map border. We'll finish up the map border tomorrow. But appreciate everybody stopping in. Have an awesome day.